This is a very fascinating opening trap. You can play with black pieces against Roy Lopez. You would have seen Morphe's defense a million times. And we have castle. White cannot really capture this pawn in the center because we play the queen move, and once the knight goes back we can deliver check, and if white doesn't want to lose the castling right is to block with the queen, and after this capture we can easily equalize the game. That is why no one is capturing the central pawn and they just castle. So bishop is gonna pin the knight. We have h3, h5. With this h5 we go into ALAPIN gambit of Roy Lopez. So capturing here can be dangerous, everyone knows, because after the knight goes back we threaten some checkmate, and f3 can be met with this g3 move, and this is just checkmate in one. That is why some players doesn't move the knight after this move and they play a developing move, and after some captures you will notice we are simply up a pawn and we can have a good winning chances. That is why nowadays no one is capturing this bishop and they play developing move with this d3. Bishop is hanging, pawn is hanging, we do not care. Play the queen out. And after some developing moves, can we really capture this bishop? Obviously we cannot, but at a very particular position white can capture this bishop. So let's say in this position again it is not possible, because after this capture, let's say knight is coming here to block the queen, threaten some checkmate, knight can block, queen moves after some well-known line, capture, this knight is hanging and we would be winning this knight after few moves and we can have a good winning chance. So definitely capturing here right now is not a good idea. So white is just developing the knight, and with this knight to g6 now it is the right time to capture this bishop. I'll show you why. Because after this capture white can simply play bishop attacking the queen, and once the queen moves knight has to move, and once the knight moves we can attack the knight with this pawn, and after this bishop check we play this f6. Bishop has to move. After some capture knight is attacking the rook and we try to bring the knight back. And why this knight back is really important, because after this, with this castle white can play this rook move, try to offer the rook trade. Let's say we double the rook, but simply just offering the rook trade, and everything is over for black pieces. That is why, and capturing, going with the queen trade is not a good idea because we just capture and knight is pinned. So that was the absolute best defense one could play in this position. But in this position as well there is a trap. Let's say a white tries to play and make a random move like this. Now we can play this g5 idea, and now with this g4 g3 is coming, we would be winning simply a free piece. We can even castle and attack would be very powerful. So even if your opponent plays absolute best move, you can still trick him if he doesn't find this knight back. So that is why after this white could capture this, but he played the knight move, not with the bishop he blocked but with the knight. Now this is little bit different. So we played the knight in the center, we attacked the knight, and white calculated this idea with this queen capture. And now if we try to deliver some checkmating ideas, this will definitely not work because knight can just block, and knight capture is still not working that well, because after this capture see the queen is hanging and white has simply managed to keep the extra piece on the board. But white missed something brilliant here, and it's black to move, and black spotted the brilliant move. Can you find it? The brilliant move here is queen capture the knight. And why is it so? As once the queen captures, let's say you capture here, and it is just checkmate in one move with the knight and rook power. So okay, after this capture, is there really a way to save the game? Not really, because let's say the queen moves is still protecting everything, but we can just sacrifice the queen. And after this capture we do not need to capture the queen, and we simply deliver the brilliant checkmate. So how was the video? I will be waiting for your comment. And if you really want to support me, you can subscribe me on my Facebook channel, and I'll see you soon in my next video.